right, friends. How are you today? Aaron here bringing you daily horoscope for the 5th of May, 2021. We've got the moon moving into the early degrees of Pisces. The void, the lack of substance, the lack of material, connecting with the spiritual, connecting with the ether, connecting with the non-physical aspects of life, the very real non-physical aspects of our emotions, the very real non-physical aspects of our being. This is an interesting day. In the short nutshell, this all has to do with decision making and how do we move forward, how do we progress in making decisions. And we're going to be met with some interesting challenges as our day moves on here. So top of the morning, we have the moon in Pisces at 2 degrees square to Mercury, home in Gemini. Now, Mercury home in Gemini, there's a positive aspect to Mercury being home in Gemini because it's a place where it feels very strong. At the same time, Mercury home in Gemini is extremely aware of the fact that there is two sides to every coin. That there is the yin, there is the yang, there is the earth, there is the water, there is the fire, there is the air, there is the physical, there is the non-physical. There's the decision that I'm making, and then there's the decision that I'm not making. And that's kind of what our day moves forward. The moon being in Pisces as well is about not knowing exactly, like this is a concrete yes answer. You know, a yes or no. This is a concrete yes or no. This is us taking a step in connecting with our spiritual self, connecting with the non-physical to help decipher where we're headed emotionally, where we're headed physically. It's very interesting energy that's going on today. I'm going to show you the chart because we've got some other aspects going on. So the squares happening early in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, depending on where you're at. So you could be feeling this on Tuesday night. You could be feeling this when you get up on Tuesday morning. This could be, Wednesday morning. This could be a cause and effect of something that had happened on Wednesday evening that has been keeping you stir crazy up all night. Did I make the right decision? Did I not make the right decision? Am I going forward in the right direction? You know, there can be a little bit of confusion with this square because again, there's nothing physical, concrete yeses or nos here with Pisces and Gemini. And then we have, when we start to move forward a bit in our day, when the moon hits 7.5 degrees, right around there at noon, we have the moon trine to Mars. And this is reassuring that we must follow our emotional guidance system, that we must follow our emotional intuition, that is the right decision, that no matter what decision we have made, it was the right decision because that was the decision that we made at the time. And that this is telling us not to second guess ourselves, but to continue moving forward. You know, this is, you can't cross the ocean if you're afraid to lose sight of the shore. If you're swimming forward and then you keep going back to the shoreline, you're going to waste energy. Mars doesn't want to waste energy as it's moving through Cancer here. It's forward momentum. And Pisces is also about completions and endings. So it's like we have to move forward. We have to end this him-haw back and forth kind of thing that's going on here and make these hard decisions. And we're followed by more hard decision making right here between 9 and 10 p.m. Again, this is energy we're going to be feeling throughout the day, but the moon is now squaring the south node and the north node. Letting go of the past, moving forward to our future. And we still have the south node creating a sextile. So, you know, these squares, you've been following this channel. The squares are tension. The squares aren't necessarily negative aspects, but it's where we need balance. And this is old way of thinking. This is a collective way of thinking here. This is my individual thinking. You know, this could even be like, oh, look, you know, you want to be a part of the basketball team, you got to have the Nike Air Jordans. And over here, it's just like, man, I can play basketball in any shoes I want to play basketball in. I'm not going to be playing basketball, in Dockers dress shoes. But I don't have to fit in with the whole rest of the group here And that's what this is also saying as well. Saturn is making my own authority. I don't have to fit in with the whole group here and wear what you're wearing and look like what you do to play this game. South Node sextile to Saturn. There's an easy flow of energy between letting go of the past and moving forward and understanding our own sense of individual authority, that we can make that decision, that you can buy the feelers or the whatever, you know what I mean? Again, I'm just using that as an example right now. And then this brings like understanding that we are the authority in our own personal lives, that we can add our own spark and flair and uniqueness within this group, this community. We can let go of this group past concepts or ideas. And this brings a sense of relief and healing to self, which the South Node and Chiron are going to continue to get closer. Remember, the nodes always, while there's an RX here, the nodes always move backward. They move clockwise in the zodiac. So as the months go on, the South Node and Chiron are going to tighten up. As well, when Saturn retrogrades, which is not in the far too distant future, all three of these are going to continue to make that connection with one another. The beauty of this is, it's coming back to this: did I make the right decision? That's literally what this day is about. Am I following my emotions to make the right decision? Am I following money, a path of, should I be doing this for finances? If I'm doing this for finances, maybe I'm missing out on this part of my life over here. And if this part is extremely important, I mean, it's a balance. There's no right or wrong. It doesn't have to be about finances or pursuing a personal pleasures or a relationship or a job. This could be about anything in your life, depending on where this is all lining up for you. It's just about decisions and understanding the decision that we made or the intuition that we're getting coming from, this is a great time to meditate with the moon in Pisces as well, connecting with our higher self, connecting with our inner child, connecting with the highest good, and quieting the mind and say, okay, give me some direction. Where do I need to go? What decisions do I need to make? What choice, what feels right in moving forward? This is all about the feels, with Mars in the sign of Cancer, with the moon in the sign of Pisces. It's about the feel. It's about being inspired and following that intuition. And if you decided to make this decision, not thinking about, well, what could have happened if I would have gone down this path? What could have happened if I would have said yes to this scenario instead of saying yes to this? This is like, I am that personal authority in my life. I have to be happy with the decisions that I make. I have to be able to respect myself. And if I'm constantly second guessing myself in an unhealthy way, hemming and hawing, never, afraid to lose sight of the shore, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it on this trip. I'm going to go back. And then, okay, I'm feeling pulled and called to go again, and let's go. So this is like saying these are all tying in together. Like, we have to follow our own intuition. We have to follow our own instincts. We have to follow our own knowledge-seeking North Node, truth. And wherever that's going to lead me, things are going to be okay no matter what, because these are the decisions that you're making. And it might be difficult right now. It might be in the cloud or the fog right now, making the decision. But as the year progresses, as time progresses, as all of these alignments, especially as Saturn retrogrades, tightens up with the South Node and Chiron, it's like we're going to understand why we made these decisions that we did here on this Wednesday. And Wednesdays are Odin's Day, which is Mercury Day. So this is all a day about information and knowledge and seeing both sides of the coin. And if it's heads, it's heads. If it's tails, it's tails. That's life. My friends, best decision making for you on this Woden's Day. I love you. I wish you enough. And I'll see you tomorrow.